no, this is gonna go backwards.
Wait.
Okay.
Hi everybody,
Alright.
we are live and let's play some music here. Hi guys, hopefully everybody is doing well. Like many people probably forgot that I'm trying with these weekly things this time around, and maybe we're going to have less people, but that's okay because I'm trying to troubleshoot how things are done so things not to be choppy. So any suggestions are welcome, but what is the going version right now is as I said in a pinned post, what I'm going to do is I'm still going to draw, and I'm going to draw a winner, and that's a little bit problematic because this takes time, but that's okay. I'm going to draw only one card in this kind of like quick messages, and the people who win I'm going to bundle with the doors in the end, and I'm also going to not have the doors in the middle, and I'm only going to have the people who have won in the previous 6 tries, so that way we can do it. Try to figure out how to do the stamps, and it seems to be like a major freaking issue. So knitting yogi will be can't talk. It was just too many things in the last hour to do. So hopefully, things are going to get better than they were like last time, and hopefully people will show up. So guys, Tarot de la Nuit, it's starting today because today we also have full moon in Pisces, and it is during a sun in Virgo. And so it's the opposite of Virgo. It is about as much as Virgo is grounded and you have to stay with 2 feet on the ground, Pisces is about letting go of the things that we maybe desired we didn't get, or that didn't happen the way that it happened. It clearly also certain things are outdated, so we just really need to let it go and go with that. I will also not be putting those little kind of fluffy stamps because I felt the last time in this new version that was making me push back and forth. But since Barbie's still not here, I would like somebody, if somebody can track the people who win, because when I bundle them up, I want to make sure that they are there. Hello, Knitting Yogi, and hello, Kylie. So, fingers crossed. It was just a messy morning over here, and it's Mercury retrograde. It's not even easy or good time to fix anything. No, these are the extras. Extras are staying there. I just felt Terra de la Nuit is the best one to use for Mercury retrograde. So, Knitting Yogi's birthday is coming up in 3 days. So, happy birthday, madam. Everything great. If you guys need to let go of anything, this is a really great time. We are also having full moon tonight. And I even have like full moon meditation that I'm going to repost again on my channel. But what is really good, just simply write something down that you are letting go of. Go outside and burn it. Or if you're burning inside, burn it in your toilet or burn it in your sink. Otherwise, I'm just seeing fire. So please do it outside anytime that you kind of like can. So we are starting with Virgo first. Virgo. Let's see what is a message for Virgo in this transit. What is the message for Virgo in this transit? Ooh, and it came out. The Fool. Look at that. And I actually even managed to fix my camera, how this is done. Like lots of improvements I have made yesterday just for everything to go to hell with this Mercury retrograde issues. And just putting this more down so it's easier to see. I don't know if you're going to see it there right away or you need to wait a few minutes. There we go. That's better. Is it better with the light or no? You're going to see that in a few minutes. So, Virgo, you're getting full. This is like a new cycle for you. There is a new beginning. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Pussycat. Kitty cat. Look at how beautiful this Fool is over here. Like, look at this blue and pink energy. So there is like a communication and there is like a heart that is really involved over here. It's just kind of like amazing. It's very floral. It's a very earthy in this particular thing. So this is clearly showing that universe that she belongs to. It's also showing this kind of like new reality that she is creating. So the Fool is always going to be about new beginning. So you need to ask yourself if you're scared about new beginnings. Is there something happening in your reality that made you, I guess, not want things for you, not making things for you happen? So it's really important to kind of like reassess things in that kind of like manner. The Fool talks also about us reassessing our situation, because if you want something that you will need A, B, C, or D, this is not the direction for you in this moment, because the Fool carries, just like she carries this little kind of like flower over here, and she has this little sack over here, and that's everything she needs, absolutely everything. So this is like why that message is, don't look out of the box right now, because everything you have is there. And you just need to learn how to use these tools, which means you need to find your magician. So I'll be actually telling the time to Yogi, who is going to be making this timestamps, or whoever can. Maybe you can put it here live. I have no idea to tell you how upset I got in the just last moment. So you guys can guess. Over here, the next one, I should have taken it out. What a bloody mess it was this morning. So the next one is going to be this one. And as I said, like whoever guesses is going to be after the 6 readings that can be done. good morning, Kelsey. Barbie's still not here. Barbie did say hi yesterday. So can somebody just put this Virgo / check mark so we know what we are doing for now? Kind of like to do it. So what are your guesses, guys? If you don't get Capricorn. Capricorn. The software updated and the software was just beautiful, except it didn't recognize my graphic card. And I have a really good graphic card for the reason that I'm streaming. It was just one thing after another going on. So we have guesses: Capricorn, Scorpio. So this is going to be the next, and this is the card for it. And we have a full moon. That's right. We have a coronation of Prince Charles. It is just really Mercury retrograde. Just like what else can go wrong? Okay, so this one is next. This one is next. The next one is Leo. So we don't have guesses for now. Can somebody just write, please, Virgo? And Leo is going to be at 10:50 on my clock, so maybe it's going to be a little bit later for you. So actually, also let me figure out. So it's going to be 11 for you. So Leo, you are getting 4 of Pentacles. Wow. Look at this one. She has the painting that's somehow a live painting. So she has a day on one window and she has a night on one window. Almost like this would be more appropriate card to get for 2 of Swords that I would kind of like say. So that's kind of like really interesting here, because in this particular one, she has a forest and then a waterfall over here that just like seems to be happening. So 4 of Pentacles generally talks about constraints, but I don't see these constraints in this particular card, Leo. Even though the ceiling is a little bit dark, but it's very high, it's very rich. There is like some element of luxury here. Look at this full moon over here looking from this side. It's just like so light that like almost like initially thought it was a date light. Woo, that's a Freudian slip. It could be a date night over here. And maybe this is the same moonlight that comes through like now that I really think about it. But like initially I really have to go with my intuition was that. So water element is nourishment of some sort, emotional. So you're going to be making yourself really beautiful. It is really time for you to get out of your shell and to go out. That's the only thing that is kind of missing is here engagement with somebody. But if you are enjoying this whole situation, which is kind of really interesting because she is not looking out and enjoying the scenery. It would be me sitting, getting my recliner chair here, sitting, enjoying outside, getting like almost like a glass of wine. But she is looking this way, so she is engaging with us. So somebody wants to engage you and maybe you're not inclined to engage. Please do engage. It's going to be very, very important. So guys, enjoy. I did see a question. Jenny asked me if I edit anything. No, I didn't. I just left it as it is. Is there something off with the reading from 13 to 17? That's really interesting because we did get lots of spirits. I did a full moon ceremony last night, as I told you, just kind of like really felt it. My system is reacting really, really very much to it. It's really, really interesting. So guys, are you guessing the next one is over there? I don't want to rush you, but in order for me to keep this flow, I need to do it this way. So you will need to, while I'm doing the reading, start guessing for the next one. And that's the only way that's going to really work. And if you don't guess, I'll just keep moving because I'm just trying to find a new rhythm and how it goes without feeling jagged going from a screen to screen. Oh, I guess I'm missing Barbie here, but something must have happened. So nobody guessed for now. The next one is Libra. That's why I would like if somebody can actually write what we had with capital letters the way Barbie did. So that way we, like, I know where do I cut off. So that's, if you can write it like that, that would be really appreciated. So Libra is next. And the next one you can already start guessing. So Kelsey, you're just, was she before or was she late? Kind of like, I don't know. You did? Okay, Kelsey, I'm going to write you down. And I'm doing the card readings just in a half. So when we finish the sixth sign, I'm going to do the reading. So guys, you can already start guessing for the next one. Okay, Kneading Yogi, thank you very much. If you can capitalize it, so it's kind of like really standing out versus what people put in. Libra, you're getting King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, look at him. Like, it's very unusual King of Pentacles too. Man, like, we cannot think, did anybody else thought about King Charles right now here? I guess everybody did, because it's the same thing. It's the military uniform, the whole pomp. Here is the castle, here is the sunset, and he is just posing for his portrait or whatever. But what is really standing out to me are those, what do you call it? Fire, what do you call them, those insects that kind of like create light? Jesus, I cannot think about it. But they're here. Look at how many, and they're kind of like swarming this energy around him. So he almost, like, to me, appeared like King of Fire. But it's also very interesting to me that I have the red on one side and I have purple on the other side. And the red is on one side of the spectrum as a light strength, and purple on the other one. So he's kind of like giving us this new kind of like cycle over here. I'm trying to figure out his boot. What is this on the other side? I can't really tell. Where are my glasses? My eyesight is like, astigmatism is really acting up. So what is this? Oh, these are coins. This is like the little chest with coins. Couldn't even tell with, even with glasses, it was a little bit interesting over here. So he also has his sword over here, his royal what do you call it, is French. I just fleur de lis, I guess this is it. Yeah. And this is really interesting that there's a little bush over here. I'm getting lots of messages. They're grapes. So King of Pentacles is about prosperity, but honestly what I'm feeling here, Libra, for you is that you're getting somebody coming into your life. Somebody who is wealthy, somebody who at this stage fireflies, right? Somebody who at this stage want to share it with you, somebody who is putting you on a pedestal, or the money is coming into your kind of like stuff. Is it lightning bugs, Kelsey, or is it fireflies? I'm a little bit lost over here. But guys, oof, this is a good card to get for sure. So fireflies, or lightning bugs. That's kind of like interesting, lightning bugs. Okay guys, is anybody guessing? We are going next. Kelsey, you can throw your hat in. You can get maybe more than one card if you do that. So actually this is probably also really good. So you get, usually the reading when it has one card, this is the least, it's just informational, but the more cards you have, the more kind of like things you can unearth. That's for sure kind of like really important. So for this one, since you didn't do it, so there is a Scorpio, Aries. Okay, we did get some people here. So, oh, Virgo, you guys, we are still running because Virgo was first. We are getting Pisces. Did anybody thought about Pisces? And that's going to be important because Pisces moon right now, it's about release of our emotions over here. So this is, sorry I didn't tell you the last one. This one is 1847 or 18 or 19. Nothing Yoga is doing the timestamp, so I'm just saying this. If somebody can put, what are we doing? You're doing Pisces. Let's do it. If somebody can write Pisces. And we are getting Four of Pentacles again, but it was reversed. And this is actually good news. This is literally full moon in Pisces. You guys, since it's your full moon, this is like something that you started, or it was started during the transition of the sun in Pisces back in end of February and March. Like, you are now releasing it. Maybe you felt Maybe you have been hurt. Maybe you felt you need to hold it really close to you, and now it's really time to open your wings. It's just weird because my kittens came to my mind, and kittens were born on March the 2nd, so that will be during that period over there, and they were barn kittens, and they were from Nova Scotia, and this woman drove them here. I got in touch with her, and they were really, really scared initially. If you remember, I put their pictures. Right now, the male kitten is the size of Safi. He is like already big. They're like now 6 months old, so they are now officially teenagers, and that kind of like doesn't make sense. Like they are right now needing to explore and kind of go in their direction. Yay, that looks awesome, eating yogi, perfect. So you are releasing something. You are like no longer feeling this constraint. You're no longer feeling that things kind of like really will not work out. You're not feeling stuck. You're not feeling a bigger fish is going to kind of like eat you up. You're ready to explore, and you're kind of going in that direction. So that's for Pisces. I'm kind of getting a system now in too fast, but this kind of like works. It's going to be lots of modifying to get into trying to do it in the hours so we all kind of get what we want, gone with our day. The next one is going to be here. Next one, the one after that. So please throw in your guesses over here. So we have Taurus. Okay. Let me just check something here. Oh, what happened? What happened? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I think Barbie must have forgotten about it or is busy. I really hope everything is okay with her. Really, let's send her some warm thoughts because I'm a little bit worried because she's like really steady. So we have Taurus and Scorpio. Let's see. And it's Aries. So let's see, Aries, what we have here for you. This one wants to come out. And Aries has the High Priestess reversed. And what a High Priestess this is. Oh my God. I'm just mesmerized with this card. And each time I see these cards, I have the same thing, but they're like so moody. And they're probably more appropriate for a reader who is a water sign than for an air sign. But look at this. Even the poles, like this one shows with more detail. This one is in the darkness, this is in the light, but the light really shines on her. Like, I mean, clearly she has this little mini stars and things like in her crown. Interestingly enough, this is like the book of truth over here that she has the crescent moon at her feet, but it is reversed. You are out of touch, Aries. There's like something going on here that is setting you aside. It's just like you want to understand something really, really badly, but the understanding is not coming. The High Priestess also talks about the moments in our life that you are judged, that you know that other people, because Aries is a very young sign. It's very it's just like a teenager who thinks he knows everything best, even though they only live 12 years on this planet. And this is like a wisdom that cannot be acquired that easily, right? And it's the wisdom that really needs to be done. So maybe you feel that other people are judging you, you're not understanding why, but this is like where the discrepancy is. They expect something from you that you are not giving at this stage. So it's very, very important. Kylie, I know it's like so profound, isn't it? Yeah, it could be underwater as well. If you really think about it, it would make sense. So Aries, there is like some crap going on over here, sorry to say. You are asked to be kind of to pull inside and kind of like deal with that and understand the true questions and the true answers. That's very, very important to know. Hello, CBO Music. How are you? Really good to see you over here. People are gathering a little bit by little bit. So this is the last one before Kelsey, and I wrote you down. And again, didn't give you stamp. Yogi is doing the stamp, so I'm so sorry. Need to focus a little bit what to do. Just running it through. So I guess I'm going to go later and do it in that order. So let's do it next. Any guesses? My Aries sister is having tower moments. Felt that in the card. It's not so much tower. It's just like High Priestess reverse. This person still feels they're doing the right thing. They're very judged. They know they're judged. They heard harsh words. But they're just continuing because they're Aries. That's the problem. High Priestess asks us to go inside. It's a little bit harder for Aries because their nature is very physical over here. Okay, keeping track. Next one is Scorpio. What I got here Sagittarius. And I'm going to tell you when I see it over here. Okay, I'll leave that here while the reading is going on. Kind of like not going to hurt. So it is 26 minutes. This is Sagittarius over here. Okay, we are in sync with Kylie, just in time. So we have here Knight of Pentacles. Holy moly, what is with this Knight? What was this woman smoking when she was doing these cards? Really, this is what is going on through my head over here. So look at her. Like she has, these are not tears. This is a scar on her eye. And look at the scythe or sight, whatever is the pronunciation. Pardon my, I think I was told both of them work. Why is the pentacle shown? I guess the whole thing is red and purple. Not really, but it is that tonality, and purple is one of my favorite colors, purple and orange. That would be me. Not that I dress or that I have anything at home, but just there are. I'm feeling really connected to these cards. So again, we have this contrast of low instincts with really high aspirations over here. I really like the gray hair over here because this gray hair talks about wisdom to me, talks about knowing something to do. What is also very interesting to me is that this is Knight of Pentacles, and that's about a person who is very protective, who is very friendly, who doesn't really move very quickly, who doesn't really move very far, right? So which sign is this? This is Sagittarius. That's right. Sagittarius, like, it's going to be something that is not necessarily on your speed, I guess. Is going to be something that you need to kind of like mull it over. Maybe you need to show a friendship. Maybe you need to work on it. Maybe somebody's going to approach you for advice, or somebody that is tedious, somebody that is long, but it's going to be very important. Off their head, sight is what the illustrator was thinking. Well, sight is really standing out to me because in the regular decks, I see Knight of Pentacles as really with big shoulders, with somebody who is willing to help, willing to remedy, but she doesn't have the look. She doesn't have that fierce look. I mean, she's in full makeup. She's well put together, just like any pentacle, I guess, person, any earth sign. But I don't also read sadness. I read determination, and that determination is understanding that things kind of like have to go slower in that direction. So it's really interesting here what I see. So thanks, Nitin Yogi. We are going to perfect it some time in the future. So now we have 6 over here. So I'm going to take Kelsey and pull her thing, and I'm going to use Light Seers deck for you, Kelsey, to pull the card from you. How did I pull this one up? inquiring minds want to know, how did that happen? Because it's also very much moon guided, and that's why I'm picking this one. I don't know if you can see it. She has both closed and open eyes, which is freaking awesome over here. It's one of my favorite decks, all-time favorites. Maybe I should order another one. I have like this propensity when I like something. I'm just like this guy Zuckerberg. Like when I like a t-shirt, I'm going to buy the same t-shirt, like a couple in the same color, like 2 grays, 3 whites. I wear black. I don't like black too much, but it just kind of looks like that I'm wearing the same clothes all the time, and I just actually changed the t-shirt, but it's the same thing. And Kelsey, you got 2 cards, not 1. Aren't those lovely cards? You're getting 4 of wands, but I have to tell you that I read 4 of worlds for some reason, and I really focused on this, and I wouldn't even start to tell you what the name is. I don't know this word in English. Anybody can help? You know, this kind of gypsy instrument that kind of creates this like sound, and it's usually really good for rhythm and that kind of like stuff. And yeah, I like this like wild unknown as well. I was thinking about this deck. You and I kindly think the same way. But look at this parallel. This like always gives me this Fibonacci. And Fibonacci, and they wanted this because they did show the math over here. See the Fibonacci is kind of like complexities over here. So what is Fibonacci? This is the basically key of our life. It's all happening based on this equation. We see a crow over here, which is also a wisdom. So something is stemming from the mind, and that's why it's Ace of Swords. This is like your karma card as well. So this is a success and celebration, and there is a new beginning. So Kelsey, this is like extremely powerful what you're getting over here. So don't sit on your hands at this stage. You need to move forward. Is it tambourine? That's tambourine? I thought tambourine is like with a string, but okay. Now I'll learn something. But look at the flow over here. You can even, it's even shown as a flow. Everything is moving. And it's not wind, because look at the fire, it's steady, it's going up. So this is literally their own energy. So Kelsey, you need to put your own energy into something. Something is new beginning, a new job, new start in life, new page, new book. And you kind of like need to release it, right? Because these stairs, look at this, the stairs are going everywhere up. And you can produce things with your own mind. I can use these cards the next time, and we can go with that. And the next one is, so everybody's in agreement, this is tambourine, and I have learned a new word. I knew the word, and I thought it was like banjo-like instrument, tambourine, and I now have this sorted out. Now that I'm studying French, I cannot tell you how the words are getting mixed up. Because French is easier to study with the base in Croatian. So because I think in English, now I have to translate everything in Croatian and then to French. So it's like kind of like double doing all the time. So we have the guesses: Gemini, Scorpio, Gemini, Scorpio. Let's see. Going to be for now, and this one is going to be for later. So what do we have here next? Ooh, we have another guess. We have a reading yogi. Now I'm going to bundle these guesses with the reading in the back. So the stamp here will be, let me just put here, knitting. The stamp is 3330 over here. So Scorpio, you are next. Scorpio, Scorpio, and you have the star. Oh my gosh. You know what? I honestly had the flashbacks. I had flashbacks to some different life that I have lived. And I don't know if you guys are having it. It literally, like, there's like a strong evocation of this. And she has a bird in one hand and she has the water in the other hand. It's missing putting her foot in there, very important, but I guess she put her hand in a flow because that's the process. She is the process. The star card shows the process, not the person. It shows that the same person can be here and there for us, or it can be a physical person or a metaphor. And that's kind of like what it shows. It's almost like this is the window to the universe. There is like this crown of stars that she has. She's like a butterfly. I don't know, you can tell there are the wings over here showing up. So the star is about hope. Like, look, what she's creating is magic. So Scorpio, I mean, King Charles is Scorpio. So there is like this new beginning. There is like this nova. There is like this big bang that is really happening. It's a big, big quantitative change that you guys will be experiencing. This is a very strong card. Yes, I'm Aquarius, but I like this card the most in the entire deck for different reason. I like it because the hope is something that makes mankind mankind. No other quality, like no animal has hope. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm incorrect, because you see these dogs that get so happy when somebody adopts them. But do they have a hope of these people walking around to adopt them? I'm not so sure. But that will be the closest animal to us in that respect. And that is very, very human. That is very unique to us. And when this card shows up, it tells you that you need to think bigger, that you need to kind of expect more from everybody, including yourself. And that also you might be considered to be a guiding star for the others, which is really important. But boy, my flashbacks to a different universe, it was like for a moment, oh, this is what I came from. I just like felt my star seed. The older I get, less and less, and I feel that. I used to have these really strong needs to be like at night outside and look at the stars and kind of like, and I didn't know why I was doing, but clearly I'm missing home, and this is Mercury retrograde, makes you very nostalgic, and this really, really hit me. So that's where it was. Huge changes in the last month, work, family, life direction, all at the same time. I know, it's just like, oh my goodness, what is going on with all of that? And you flashbacks and weird dreams. Oh my gosh, the dreams. Yes, the dreams are happening here as well. So, oh, look at Kylie has 333 over there happening. So you're welcome. Let's go next. Let's go next. Who is next over here? Who is next? Oh my gosh, I think I'm doing really well this time around, like with lots of Mercury retrograde struggles, but nonetheless we are moving forward over here. So it's just like I'm feeling physical differences the moment when I start thinking differently. It just like literally, it's not coincidence. It just like happens like within hours or a day at the latest later. So we have Gemini and Taurus over there. Any more takers? Any more takers over there? So we'll see. I'll set here aside. Cancer. So Cancer should be doing really well during the Virgo transit over here. And the stamp is 3755 for you, the Knitting Yogi. And let's see, Cancer. Now this one already came. Oof, the Tower. Oh my gosh. Isn't this one from that's that obelisk, that's that what they called it from the Star Trek. I'm missing words today. Is it Obelix? It's not Obelix. Something with M. But you probably know what I'm talking about. It's clearly kind of like that unknown over here. It almost like looks like there are houses over here. I'm not quite sure, but they almost have formations of the roofs. And it's the snake that almost like has the energy on its own. And there is like this window of some sort that is happening here, looking outside, looking something that is going on over here. So the tower is simply, and this one is not collapsing either, as you can tell. Tower is about something like this. I'm getting different message. I'm getting that there's like some immovable structure, that something needs to be changed, but the structure keeps standing. Metallith, metallith, right? I think it's called. Hello, Monica. So it is something that can feel threatening. It's something that can feel foreign. Like, I mean, you are going to start feeling supernatural things happening to you. There is no crow in the card, but I am feeling strong presence of the crow over here, and not any crow, but a crow that is one of your, let's say, companions on this planet, that is observing or reporting, because all of these birds that we just don't think much are basically reporters on our destiny if we are living it. Monolith, that's it, monolith. Thank you. It will bother me because I know they started to kind of wreck them everywhere, and people didn't know what is this all about. This is not easy to transport to very uncanny places, and it is, monolith is the testament to the civilization, some different civilization. So this is what I'm getting. There is like something that is different. The snake has this electric energy over here, and these sparks, and the snake in the circle represent the circle. So what I'm thinking here, Cancer, is that you are possibly repeating a cycle, and you have to stop repeating a cycle, and you have to stop worrying what other people say. You need to let it go. You simply have your own powers, and instead of like looking aside what others do, you need to tap into your own, into kind of like where you want to go. So don't instinctively run somewhere under the rock, but rather actively go and seek for what you need to see. Welcome, Kelsey. Beehives and listening. Whoa, interesting. So we are going into the next one here. I'm going to pull one here. So let me see your hats, Capricorn. Anybody else? Taurus. Where is Chris? I'm a little bit worried he didn't show up also last time, and I don't know. I see what's happening in California, so I really hope, I really hope he's doing okay, because it's not like him to not to show up, but you never know. Maybe he's just having the best time of his life, so that's possibility. So we have a Capricorn in Taurus, but we are getting Gemini today for now. So that is the stamp that I'm seeing for you. Knitting Yogi is 4245. Oh, he was here the last time? Okay, I didn't notice him. So that was Gemini, right? Gemini, you have Seven of Swords. And look at the Seven of Swords, also very different here. We actually even have two people. We have her running. Is she running? And like the moon, there is a full moon here. This is like happening something for you big times. Looks like there are roses on the side, but these stairs are kind of like really bent down on the side. They're kind of like steep. They're like either tombstones over here. They're like some kind of structure, and there is a castle up there over here. Almost like looks to me, because she does have a rose in one hand, and it looks like she has a pendant rose, and this looks like a nightgown versus the dress over here. But there's like somebody in the background, somebody who knows what she's doing, somebody who is going to reveal her secret. So Gemini, you really need to watch your back literally the stage. In this card, it cannot be more prophetic than that. You're like hurling toward your destiny. You're like enjoying, you're seeing it. It's you can touch it, you can pull it, you want to go there. But there is somebody who has different plans. There's somebody who is going to reveal this, who is going to mess it up for you. So you need to really, really be secretive this time around. You cannot literally allow yourself, at least in the next while, to do it. Seven of Swords is literally Moon in Aquarius. So it is something relating to the last month moon that we had. Maybe it was somebody happening last month, and you have to connect which people were there for you last month and this month. So then it's one of those people, and it could be somebody who is very close to you, who you will be really surprised to actually have these ulterior motives, if you wish. So that's kind of like really interesting there as well. All right, guys, give me your next guesses for the next one. And this is the last guesses you can make, so I'm going to leave it a little bit longer here. Hopefully you can throw in your hats. Aquarius, let's see, one. Boy, I'm just mesmerized with this purple card. Yesterday I was doing a logo for a friend of mine, and the dog, it's for her dog thing that she does, and her dog has some similar colors to Tiger, that's sable and white, and since basically generally comes across as orange dog, a brown orange dog, kind of like mixed it with purple, just my colors as well. So we have Aquarius and Taurus here as guesses, and Knitting Yogi, you have two cards, not one but two. I'm going to put this down here. And the stamp is 46 minutes. So, Taurus. Oof, Taurus, you got not one, but two cards. And they really, really kind of jumped out. But boy, these cards are. And I love it, because this is not the regular rendition of Four of Cups. Oh my gosh, look at that. So, she is literally getting a different perspective on things. It is a window, there's like some kind of like observation point, but she's not looking outside. It's even a boat of some sort. Man, like my eyes are getting really bad over here, but that's how it looks. It's also a full moon, if you can see, but it's clouded over. What is really interesting is they look like a petals, but these could be tears as well. And there again we have this contrast of the red and purple, which is kind of like her fiery nature, kind of like moving forward. But to me, and there is the water here, so this is not necessarily indoors. This is some kind of like gazebo outside where you come to observe this like sea or lake, something that looks really peaceful at this stage. But almost like looks to me that this is a very seductive moment of a sort, and kind of like looking at somebody. And because it's a full moon, you're not seeing them in a proper light. You're reading something that is really not there. So be very careful about this, Taurus. You're supposing certain things that are really kind of like not happening. They're happening in your head because you're in this reversal position. It's also Eight of Wands. It is about some kind of like love messages. It is about some kind of action. It could be some kind of like travel. It could be some kind of like engagement. Eight of Wands is always containing swiftness in it, but other than hair, I would have guessed this is the same woman, right? It's just like almost like dressed in a same dress, if you wish. Well, actually, she doesn't have the shoulders empty. This looks like it's more slender over here. But nonetheless, she's allowing this like wind to come to her. And there's like some kind of like fire behind her blasting. And I cannot for the life of me figure out what this is. It could be that she is leaning on something, that she is sitting on something. Not completely clear what this would represent over here, but I do see there's like some energy in her hands, and this could be healing of some sort or whatnot. But Eight of Wands is action, so you're like creating some kind of action based on something that you intuitively feel, intuitively want, but it's not going anywhere. So kind of like really be aware of that. So Kylie said those cards are so very deep and intense. What deck are you using? This is called Tarot de la Nuit. It's like, I mean, Thoma's kind of like triptych. She has like these 3 decks, and I have all 3. I use these cards for my past life readings, as they kind of like really take me in and kind of like connect with this. So I'm going to grab this one, so no more guesses, as now it's easy to guess. So we have Aquarius next, and the timestamp for this would be, I'll be shuffling this deck until I see it. So it is 50 minutes is for this Aquarius. This 2 want to come out. Oh my God, what are the chances? And I really kind of like separate them. So this is almost combining 2 different readings together. So there's like also somebody lurking in the background, only waiting for you to either like, I mean, break your neck. And if you don't break your neck, they're going to report on you something that is really going on. The other one was like 4 of Cups connecting to 8 of Wands. 4 of Cups is more or less internal struggle and internal motivation, where 7 of Swords is like you have motivation, you want to do it, you are claiming, you are running toward what you enjoy, what you love it. But there is like envy over here. The envy is the problem. The other people are the problem, literally. So it's almost like telling you when you're happy, you even kind of have to hide it, which is not in the nature of air signs to kind of like have this hidden. You need to hide it in order to not to attract this negative attention. Like there is like something about love here. There's like rushing towards something, expressing it. There's a lots of, you know, connectivity happening over here. Except this person can create problems for you. So I really don't think you will care. I really think you're going to say, let's see where chips fall, and I'm going forward with that. And that's kind of like how you are checking and representing all of it, interestingly enough, Aquarius. But you might have somebody who is betraying you, who is close to you, who might kind of like do some stuff about you. And the very last one is Capricorn. Capricorn. And here they all are. I'm going to just put them all back for the next time. So I think I am kind of like figuring out what rhythm I need to have the half of the time. And the timestamp for you, Yogi, is 52:20. Whoa, and you're getting a karma card, Justice. And there is like a powerful person over here who is... And I'm trying to figure out what she's doing. What is she holding in this hand? I don't see a scale. It is a mini scale. It was just really hard for me to see it. Literally, I didn't see it. That was very strange. I was looking at her hand and I saw something was here, but I really had to look in order to see the scales. And I think this is a mistake. They should have made it more self-evident. But the scales are not equal. And her sword is sort of like slanted as well, which means to me that she is fighting for justice. So Capricorn, there is like something that needs to be balanced out. Maybe you're going to be lucky. Maybe certain things will get your way. Not because you did something right, just because something before has been taken from you and now your higher self is fighting for it and making sure you kind of like get compensated. Maybe not in the same way, maybe in a completely different way, right? And that's kind of like what needs to kind of like happen. And justice overall, being a karma card, talks about now you cleared something off your list, like whatever you wrote in your list to come here and live this experience on earth. something got scratched off, because right now, like, I mean, you're getting quote unquote permission from the higher ups. Okay, you can move on, pass, kind of a thing. So give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Something has been happening in a really, really good way. So it is a really beautiful card. It's very rich. And it's not just regular justice card, because she also has some kind of like crest or emblem, which the other dresses so far didn't have. Also, this dress is very loose. I don't know if you can see it. You can see her legs over here. So which kind of like talks about this air and that fluidity, which is really important over here to understand that this can move and this can change, because you're right now getting ahead, but this, she can still come back and say, no, 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 you have to repeat this, you have to redo it, you have to make it kind of like make it good with somebody. So that is really, really important. So really important. So Kylie said, with regards to Aquarius, was reading a love quote earlier that mentioned something about you don't need to climb a mountain. No, you don't understand. We do need to climb a mountain. It's just weird. Being Aquarius, guys, it's really weird. Like this is the most advanced sign from all signs, and that's good and bad. Why I'm saying that Pisces is not most advanced, because Pisces is already like one leg out there, so they're like simply the bridge, right? So we are like still on this side of the bridge, and that's why on our way out we are looking at humanity. We want to fix humanity. We want to do everything for the humanity. No, you have to do it this way. You have to do it this way. Nobody listens, right? And we are losing our mind. And this is kind of like being Aquarius. Imagine like you're seeing a child going toward fire and like, no, 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 and the child doesn't listen. So you're losing your freaking shit, right? Pardon my language. Okay, guys, we are doing doors, and so you can ask your wish over here. And for that, our knitting yogi, should I do you first? Let's do you. Let's get your two cards first before I do doors, but you can think about the wish you want to ask. So knitting yogi, you're getting Knight of Swords, which I love as a card, and you're getting Nine of Pentacles. So, there is one more that wants to talk, and you're getting Eight of Pentacles. And this is literal, your Aquarius and your Virgo, like I mean, talking over here. This is extremely good reading. So you have a Knight of Swords that is goal-oriented approach. So you have the arrow, you know where you're going, you know how to defend yourself. You are fast, but you want to go faster. So there is like certain acceleration that is going to be happening in your life. You have a guide. Your spirit guide is a crow at this particular stage, and you're like following this crow. Like you need to follow something, somebody wise, or just look for the signs. It's very important, because look at this, like in these three cards, you have like the bird imagery. Here you have a, is it the eagle or is it the crow, guys? The more I look at it, it looks like an eagle. It could be an eagle, which would make more sense with Knight of Swords soaring really, really high. But look at the energy. Look at this little energy that is leading you up the path. And this is like a business card also. This is like about a vision card. And the Nine of Pentacles is like typical Virgo card. It is like really giving thanks to everything that you have. She is enjoying her spices. She's enjoying her mandalas. Like there is like I love it because she's really enjoying it. And there is like, I would say owl, but like now when I look at it, it's more like a dove of some sort. There's like a peace coming. It's, you know, you're in a good place. It almost like it's like a money. It's falling into your lap. Things are really, really happening. And then you also have Eight of Pentacles to boot, which to me, it's also Virgo. It's all the changes that are happening. Look at all of this moon kind of like positions that we have here. So something will be happening over there, and she's having this light. It's really connecting to that Hermit card, but look at the energy that is happening in and out over here. Man, it's like it's something. Yesterday I saw it in a grocery store. I guess they maybe didn't have enough of scallions or something, so somebody went into how usually you just put them in the raws in a very kind of like ordinary way. I just want to show you This time around, somebody went creative, and I was laughing. I took a picture of it, and this is the picture of it. This is how they organize it, and it was really, really standing out. It almost looked like a face or a sunshine. It really made me smile. I really, really have to say, kind of like how this was organized. Clearly, it was not enough when they decided to do that. So something like here, similar, I see it with you. This is all good, except this card is saying you need to dot your I's and cross all your T's. Very important to do that. But like, it's amazing kind of like a process that you'll be having going forward. Yeah, it does look like an eagle, right? And we are coming to the end. Look at that. I really did it. What I wanted set to go. We still have doors, and so the doors, the timestamp is 59:45. And I'm just going to cut it in 3 bundles and look at the bottom card and see what we got. So today was also a little rushed, but much better than the last time. I think I am possibly going to perfect it for the future so we can have this weekly. So we have this quickie on the 17th, and on 24th I will be reading monthly. So what are we having here? So this is a door number 1, this is a door number 2, and this is a door number 3. So the door number 1, it is the devil reversed. Man, who will be able to refuse this freaking devil? Anybody? Anybody? Look at him toying with all of us. Of course, like, I mean, this is like a dude that can toy with us, right? And it's also like residing of 3 of Swords. So guys, whatever you're asking, it's really, really bad direction for you. It's really something you shouldn't be thinking of, you shouldn't be doing. It's really something you need to think through. Be very, very, very careful about that. The door number 2 is, looks like Knight of Pentacles reversed. Something might be happening in a very, very slow process. I love the Knight of Pentacles with this like black horse. The things are actually hidden. The things are looking very kind of like calm on the surface, but really are very passionate on underneath. This is also most likely, you might think it's a no, because something is taking forever. Something is taking really, really, really long time. And here we also have a reverse, 3 reversals. That didn't happen in a long time. And look at how lovely this is. This is her purse over here. So it's 2 of Pentacles. So the answer is over here, which is really interesting, especially if you were flirting with somebody. That person does have another love interest, and it's dealing with this person frequently. And look at this card that is sitting underneath. Page of Pentacles. Isn't this freaking bizarre? Like, what is this? Is this person hanging? Is this projection that somebody wants to be uplifted? There's a pig with wings. There is like some energy over here. There's lots of projecting energy, but he is reversed. But look at the King of Swords underneath is there. So it's basically at this stage better for you to apply logic. This is actually not a necessarily bad card when it's reversed, which means there's like kind of like facing certain realities, or maybe you're telling somebody, look, I'm not going to play this game. We need to kind of like do it this way, and no other way would work forward. So that's kind of like what it is. So we have Jim Morrison, right? So devil, you're devil. Okay, fun. Okay, like, right? It would just work. Who cares, right? So when pigs fly, yes, when pigs fly, that's a good one. Pigs fly, that's exactly what it means. But so guys, you need to, I guess, realize number 3s. Are you asking something that is unrealistic? Are you maybe just like, like how we want from our partners to be our best friends and lovers and the husband and smart and this and this? It's just like guys are like, ugh, I just can't. It's just like too hard for me. So basically, maybe you need to reassess what you're asking. Also at the same time, kind of like putting your foot down what you want and what you don't want. So there we go, my dear ladies and gentlemen. Did we actually have any gentlemen today? We actually didn't. So it was just this kind of like what we have experienced. And I think this kind of like worked. Look at this. Everybody's going to be playing the Doors. After that, not a bad music for the afternoon, I really have to say. I realized actually I trashed my boombox and I don't have any musical radio or boombox at home. I have the Alexas, but they are like Alexas, and they only play, and then they at some point they tell you, well, you can upgrade your subscription to for $14.99. You can get that, and so that's interesting. So there it is, guys. I hope it was not too short, because I'm trying to do it more frequently without being exhausted the whole weekend, and that kind of like beats the purpose. I'm still full of energy. This actually worked much better. I really apologize. The beginning was a little bit rusty because it was like happening from everywhere that I couldn't stream it. And oh no, like what's happening? So all is good in a good time. Be very wary of Mercury retrograde. As I said, Mercury retrograde, you know what it is. Don't sign the contract, but it's excellent for all stuff. You need to catch up with somebody from your past. You need to write a letter. You need to do taxes. You need to call, what do you call it? Our tax department. What do you call it in the U.S.? We call it Revenue Canada. You call it IRS, I believe, Internal Revenue Service. And these are all good things to do because it kind of like says success and kind of like how do you continue with that. So until the next time, my dear ladies, until next Saturday, the same time, same place, I hope you're going to have a wonderful week, and I'm going to see you very soon. Wish you all the best, and I'm looking forward to next Saturday again. Love you, and love you.